Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about not existing for over a month. I'm back. In the last video, I took on several missions across the inner solar system and asteroid belt, with some ending not as well as others. This time, I've decided that Jupiter is going to be my target, and all of its 79 moons, as of 2018, as today there are 97. So, let's get started. I decided that my first target would be the Galilean moons, as getting into Jupiter's gravity well that deep and being able to get out would be pretty difficult. So it's good to get those out of the way first. First up, Io. Okay. I know this looks bad, but earlier this part wouldn't separate, so I was kinda trying to do a bit of litho braking to get rid of the extra mass, as I wanted to make sure I was light enough to return. After successfully blowing up the bottom half of my ship and getting landing credit, I was ready to leave. To save on fuel, I made sure to get into a low Io orbit to take advantage of the O-berth effect. Then I increased my Apo-Io to escape, and my Apogee to Ganymede orbit to bring down my Paragan for a good gravity assist. Then bringing my Apogee to escape so my Perihelion could go to Earth so I could set my Perigee into Earth atmosphere for aero braking back home. Whew. Okay, so that worked. Now let's try Europa. I decided that I would need much more Delta V with how I'm actually doing everything, and thought that maybe I could do orbital assembly. However, after hours of trying, it turns out that I'm an idiot and it takes too long, so I just over-engineered another rocket to go to Europa directly. After launching and getting everything going for Europa, I checked and somehow my ball of probes broke. And I honestly don't know how, but that's another for the death counter. I then launched again, made my way to Jupiter, and watched as my rocket fell apart before my eyes. What? Did the Kraken from KSP switch games? This is the second Europa mission that has had a catastrophic failure. Maybe this is what those alien guys in Odyssey 2 meant by attempt no landing there. Okay, third time's the charm. After another very exhilarating set of burns and everything, I find myself going sideways way too fast, so I slow myself down enough for a good landing, and... oh, great. Well, I actually have two issues here. Firstly, some engines got destroyed. That's fine, I have more than enough to leave. The main issue is that sometime while staging somewhere, two heat shields from the ball of probes fell off. This means that I can't do my usual spin to re-enter strategy. I have to actually try to go in the right direction. Oh well, got my landing. Time for me to try and head back. After several terrifying minutes of micromanaging my atmospheric re-entry, I made it. Back from Europa. Get wrecked, you weird alien guys. I attempted a landing and also succeeded. Next is Ganymede. Ganymede is the largest of the Galilean moons and the one with the highest surface gravity, so it would probably be the most difficult to land on, but I've managed the last two while sustaining some damage, so I think I'll be fine. This time I learned that Jupiter transfers work best a little over 90 degrees behind, and that I am really bad at estimating my burns. How have I not learned yet that time warp is my enemy? Anyways, after landing with only a landing leg exploding and making my way back again as usual, my next and final target of the Galilean moons is Callisto. And this time I'm gonna do it without anything blowing up! Yes, I did it! Okay, woo! Now that the major moons are done, I gotta do the 75 smaller ones. First, I'm gonna do the 4 inner moons, Metis, Adrastea, Amalthea, and Tibi, since they are really deep in Jupiter's well, so they'll be more annoying. I don't really have any interesting notes for these ones, so here's another montage. Okay, 8 moons done. Now for the other 71. It should be much easier to do several of these all in one launch. However, some move prograde, which is in the same direction as the planet's rotation, while others move retrograde, opposite. For my first mission, I'm going to deal with just the prograde moons, since there are less of them and they're slightly closer. There's only 9 more prograde moons to do anyway. Anyways, enough talking. Time for the montage. Yay, prograde's done. There are a lot more retrograde moons, but these should be real easy since they're quite far out. You may have noticed one time during the whole montage that it said I landed on an object even though I was nowhere near the surface. Or maybe you were just vibing too much to notice, I don't know. Anyways, this is what I assume to be a bug for really small objects. Anyways, I'm going to call this the Ursa method, as Ursa was the first object where I discovered this. Eventually I found that it's a lot faster than waiting to land, so I started using the bug to my advantage to get landing credit without having to land. I don't know if it's cheating. I guess if I get enough comments telling me to, I can go back and do all the Ursa landings. Anyways, here's the second to last montage of the video. Woo! Got about half of them done. This is just me bringing our brave Gilbert back from his trip for a bit. I'm gonna send him back on another ship right after this. Since the orbital periods of these outer moons is on the scale of years, I would estimate Gilbert has spent over 150 years in the void of empty space with just his thoughts. Imagine telling him he's gotta go for yet another trip.
Please, that place has been cramped and I've been trapped in there for years. I just wanna see my family.
Your family's dead.
No!
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, that's every single moon of Jupiter completed. I looked at my challenge count and saw that it was at 99. So I wanted to finish one more so that I could hit that nice 100 mark. I wanted to do something special for it, so instead of some random asteroid someplace, I went for the Moon Tour, where you use one craft to land on 3 landmarks on the moon in one mission. So, here we go. The 100th mission of the series. Yeah, alright. That checks off 80 more challenges, totaling 100, leaving 347 left. This is going better than I expected. I guess it's time to wrap up this video. Sorry about the wait. I decided to use a different video editor this time. Was it noticeable? You tell me. I don't really know what else to say here, besides thanks for all the support on this series so far, and thanks for watching.